Alrighty folks, we are back with a new game for Fridays. We are playing some Satisfactory. Joining me tonight is Mr. Zeph.
Hello.
And Mr. Tom.
Hello.
It's just the three of us at the moment. Don't know if anyone else will join us in future weeks, but it's just the three of us won't. So without any further ado, let's get in. We're going to start on the rocky desert and just see where it goes from there. Just let to have the full intro sequence on the stream before we get into it.
Oh yeah, private session, yeah.
Oh, private session?
It says friends only, so you should be able to join.
Are we not friends?
You should be able to join. As I said, it might be waiting till you get through the scene.
It says private session locked.
Yeah.
When I get through this, I'll see if I can invite you then, if that's the problem.
Pioneers have three cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly.
Can't just fall.
Probably.
Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be.
Did you set it to private or friends only again?
Warning.
Or when you.
Please remain seated during full
It's still friends only, but I think until I get through this opening sequence, I don't think I can do anything.
3, 2,
Aye.
1.
Oh, that might be it, yeah.
Initialized.
So I'll tell you as soon as I've crash landed on our land. Wow, that was interesting.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit.
The door is being opened now.
Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Oh, I like that.
What?
The scenery.
Ah, yeah. I don't think we ever tried the sort of.
Welcome to
even realize
Planet
there were
Massage
other
2 ABB.
Right,
Your designated
so let
sector
me-
in the binary
Oh, there we go.
sources of the vacuum
Invite. Yeah, can you join now? Or do I need to invite you?
Ionada, also
We can join.
known as artificial
Cool.
directory and assistant,
double-click him.
tasked to support pioneers such as you in their
It
mission.
has to do with the landing
You are the
sequence.
first
Oh,
Yeah.
click and then join.
Congratulations.
Wow, you've been playing for 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Wow.
Note,
Oh,
objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to.
Oh, oh. Do we have a map?
Objective.
Yes.
Please
Well, we don't have a
dismantle the
map, but we can
drop
see each other
pod.
on the
resulting
HUD.
materials will be repurposed to construct a
Okay, I'm seeing.
utility base,
I'll
from
run
now
over to
on
you, Zeph.
referred to as
No, I'm see. Hang on.
Note, Fix-It Incorporated
I saw a
is
ship in the
cost-effective
north.
and efficient. We do not waste. All important Fix-It data and communication is recorded and
Oh,
stored
hello,
in the
Tom.
codex, including these steps.
Is Tom joined as well? Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I see Tom on the map as well.
yeah.
You're both over near each other. I'll just run over to you. Tom is pink, apparently.
Yep.
Alright. Can I get my inventory to put my
Second objective.
So my stabbing,
before leaving the drop zone.
you're what now?
my stabby thing so I can defend myself when anything attacks me on the way to find you guys.
Should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
My electro
Now,
rod.
now, normally, when I hear someone say, "Where's my stabby thing so I can find you?" I get worried.
Scanner to find iron.
Tom Soup has left the game.
Note.
Have I?
Iron is
Yep.
considered essential in
I'm getting a very interesting view, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, there we go.
Right, where's Zeph? Is that way somewhere?
How did you get that weapon again?
Tab, and it should be in your inventory. Because you start with one. It's like the little stun gun thing. It's called, oh god, I can't remember what it's called. It's called the Xeno Zapper.
There you go.
Are you
Yeah,
up
got
here?
it.
Oh, there you are. Hello, Zeph. I see Tom sat down and floating,
Yeah,
drinking
he's
his
very
tea.
spiritual. Hey, why am I not seeing you on the map now?
Because I'm right next to you. I'm behind you, Zeph.
Yeah, I see it now. When you were over there, I saw the pods, and then as soon as you went away from the pods,
Can't see you?
I mean, I'm not. Hope it's only at a distance then.
I see you from wherever you are, but
Hang on.
weird.
Hang on. So that distance works.
I've lost connection.
That's fine, Tom. Take your time.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
I'm
you
just
on
gonna
the
grab all
radar.
this wood while it's here because that is useful shit to have.
I got one, like, screen view of the world before I crashed out. Put it in the Discord. It looks a bit weird, not gonna lie.
Let's have a look then. That's some sort of barrenscape there. Not so much a barren hellscape, but just a sort of barren. Alright, where is Zeph? Alright. Shall we start trying to find something then, Zeph? Did you kill the lizard doggo,
sure.
or is it just not doing anything?
Oh,
I'm not sure. What the
I
hell
can
is
still
that
pet
thing?
it, so I'm assuming it's...
What the hell is that?
don't kill lizard doggos.
Is what?
The one over there, behind the trees.
Is it a bean?
I mean, I see the trees moving, but I don't see anything in them.
You don't see that thing in the water
Oh,
there?
him, yeah, he's just a friend.
Oh my god, there's another one walking.
Hey,
on
hello.
In what Halloween movie have I ended up in?
Thomas left the game again.
Ah, come on!
Okay, where was the... Did you deconstruct the... Oh yeah, you of course did deconstruct
did.
the pods.
Let's find out where the iron ore is. There's some over there. I guess we should probably head to that then.
200 meters, 300 meters,
Yeah.
What's up, Grumpy?
700.
Are you cold? I know I'm cold too. I know.
Oh. Oh.
Hello, kitten.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my thing's timed out. Oh,
Oh, what are those?
bugs. So it was...
Yeah, I know it's a bit buggy, but you know, I'm working on it.
I mean, there's some iron here. It's not that much.
You got iron over here as well.
Oh, cool. If there's two of them, then that's probably an ideal starting point.
Is this two bunches of iron next to like small rocky pretty
Yes.
big rocky outcropping?
Fourth
Yeah.
objective.
Yeah.
I think that's where I set up base when I tried.
Note.
I think.
To complete this objective,
As long as we don't...
resources
Let's not...
salvaged
Yeah,
from
let's not set it up too close so that we... Like, put like...
action. Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain.
close by, but not on top of it. Otherwise,
Failure to do so.
from what I understand, stuff you can upgrade stuff, and you can
Yeah,
like
you can move stuff
give
once
it
you
a bit
build
more
it.
space to upgrade into.
Yeah, you don't want to cramp everything together. You got a whole world.
Oh yeah, I think this would be a quite flat area,
Yep.
quite nearby those two.
Do we have... How do you build again? It's been a while.
I presume
Building
it's F.
hub.
No, Q. Yeah, Q.
Q. Alright, there we go. Awesome. Let's build a hub then.
One of those things.
Let's just put it there for now. We can always move it later.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. 5th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note,
Configure.
the craft bench
Apparently we need to
terminal
configure it.
essential for progression to the next objective.
Have I just disconnected again? Oh, for Christ's sake.
So yeah, we need 10 iron rods to get the next bit.
Remember to deconstruct your, whatchamacallits?
The
Your drop
pods.
pods.
Yeah. Just dig a bit till we get some.
What's this?
Right. Oh, let's make iron ingots first. I'm very glad for the automatedness of this. You can just start it going and you don't have to keep
That's,
watching
for
it.
each.
that's,
Yeah.
that's the whole game, man. What do you mean you're so glad for the automation?
No,
That's
the one
whole...
where you don't have to keep hitting the button to craft more than one thing before you start
Yeah.
it.
Tom is now playing Satisfactory.
Is he?
Hopefully.
I'll have to have a word with him.
Yeah, maybe he can join in.
That'd be nice.
Did you have the iron rods already?
I
or?
do have the iron rods, yes, I'm just trying to...
Oh, okay. In that
There we
case,
go.
I'll look at that. Oh.
Alright, up to more iron rods and some... Is it iron plates?
Oh, we got a personal storage over here.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building
Awesome.
Workshop. Equipment Portable Miner. Inventory additional slots.
Portable
Hub
miner is
feature,
very
personal
useful.
Storage.
It means we can get something to do this while not something to do it.
Complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require
So we
low
need-
power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note,
Iron
multiple
rods
portable miners can be used
and-
on a single node.
10. So 18 iron rods and... Oh, well.
Yeah, I just put the two I had left in. Is it still hitting you, Tom?
Give me a minute.
Cool.
Oh yeah, question. Are you guys squares or are you spaghettis?
What?
When you make a
What was it?
factory, do you make it as nice and neat or do you make it just A to B? Even if, you know, it looks horrible.
It depends entirely on what it's on my the space available to me.
Yeah.
Well, there is a whole world,
Yes.
so hopefully you'd make it nice and neat.
Yeah, kinda sufficient. Sufficient.
I don't think I didn't hear that snark.
Kinda efficient. That's not before. So, how do you craft those?
You choose it from the list on the left, and then you should be able to select it, and then in the middle it'll pop up, and then you just hit spacebar and it will start crafting.
It says can't afford.
Then you do not have the prerequisite materials.
Let me see. Ah. You need to make iron ingots first. So
Ah, so you need to craft iron ingots here first.
yeah,
Okay,
so
now I
I'll
get it.
let you do that.
Iron
yeah.
ingots.
So you just hit space and it'll just make them for you. And just keep going till you tell it to stop.
Do we need iron? Both of these need iron ingots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plate and rods.
Are
I've
you
done- I've done-
holding
I've done-
down?
I've done the plates already, it just needs the rods.
Are you holding down space?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Because
You can just
I
tap.
was-
You can just tap it and it works.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Because I remember watching someone play. It was admittedly quite a long time back, but they were like spam clicking their mouse.
Yeah, you just
And then like three streams later, someone was like,
How,
you do realize you can hold down.
how many rods do we need?
18.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
18.
come on, come on.
But yeah, basically you can just
You son of
tap.
a bitch.
You just tap space once and it just starts. That's the thing I was mentioning earlier. I thought you knew what I meant by
Okay.
that.
I misunderstood clearly. Can you invite me?
Yes, I
Or
can.
maybe that'll help.
Oh. I hope you're understanding, yeah?
Invites.
Congratulations. You have unlocked
Invite
hub
players.
feature,
Top suite.
biomass burner, scanner feature, copper, new building
Invite sent.
recipes, which
New
can be
invite
found
from
in the
hub
build
suite.
menu
Ooh,
and
biomass burner.
respectively.
How do I
7th objective.
accept
Complete
invites?
hub upgrade 3. Note.
Accept.
Connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings
yes.
such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice. Automate the smelting process.
Also, hey, Bang,
use
and
portable
yes, we
miners
know
for
it's gonna
optimal
be
results.
it's gonna be a long one.
You are. Wait, what? You are most likely not you will most likely not be able to connect to host as your friend has NBD NAT while you have NBD NAT.
What?
Unless you're on the same network. What's NBD NAT, and why does the fact that we both have it mean that I can't connect online? User interface, key bindings, gameplay, network quality. Increasing network quality may improve load times and network cost of server frame rate. Okay, I don't care about that. Debug? No.
Alright, okay. So we need... Do I have all those plates here? Actually, I might do. I made quite a lot. I do have enough. I have enough plates for that. That's fine. Put them in.
So we got a smelter, but I'm not seeing any automated gather thing for
Alright.
the ores.
How smelter works is it needs to have power. So you need to have a... We will have a biofuel burner somewhere. Yep, it's back here.
Yeah, on the
That's
back,
all
yeah.
Bang said.
And that is part of your inter-router security settings.
What does that mean?
So you need to check settings and set it to like open NAT more likely. This is the great feeling of having someone that understands IT in the chat. Thank you, Bang.
Alright, chat. Enough of your nerds talk. Tell me what I need to do in human English. All this
Human
nerd
English?
crap. All this,
human English you're talking about.
all this nerd stuff, alright?
Oh,
Yes,
Tom.
thanks, David.
Alright, Zeph. Well, we need to make some. Basically, to make the smelter work, we need to give it power. And we need to give it power. We need to basically put some stuff in this that will work, and then also connect it with power lines and stuff. But we need copper for that, so we need to find a copper vein. Hopefully, there's one nearby. That's quite a distance away.
I'm not even seeing it. Where is it?
There's some, like, in the desert proper, and there's some, like, up a hill slightly.
Yeah, there's some 160 away. So actually, can I make a thingy mine?
160 is not that far.
Can I make a mining bot?
Besides, you don't actually need that much copper in the early game. You think you need a lot, you do not need that.
You need it
How
for
do I-
wiring, and that's about it.
How
Yeah.
can you see the difference between the symbols and the top?
If you hold down V, you'll get the option of scanning for iron or scanning for copper. And just choose
How-
copper, and then it will just ping for you.
Sorry, what am I doing with this TBD
Right.
NAT nonsense?
What is it Tom needs to do, Bang? I thought you were a computer person, Tom.
I am, but I can't be bothered to figure it out for myself in a limited time. It's easier if someone just knows. If they don't know, then I'll have to faff around for ages, but I'll be able to get there in the end. Windows firewall, maybe? That's usually the problem. If Minecraft has taught me anything.
From Meow's
Allow it.
asking, Meow is wondering if you're listening to the chat. Apparently, it has to do with your security settings in your router,
Oh,
perhaps.
here we go.
Router
More than
can
likely
go-
your router is on something. So in a web browser you have to go there, sign in with an admin password, usually a stick with a sign-in info, and security
Oh,
settings
God.
open the NAT up.
NET. NTB. BTND. Something. Satisfactory.
I was getting a Windows message saying, "Do you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Satisfactory. Well, apparently there's 3 different Satisfactory apps, all features.
Most likely that's the crashes of you.
Yeah, it might have,
Okay.
So you might have to
How do
full
I
time the game
say?
up.
once again, thank you very much, Bang, for all your help.
Popsky.
Yes.
Was it 2?
You see that enormous rocky bridge, right?
One second, Zeph, what was that, man?
Look at the chat.
Alright, okay. No, it's still massive help, mate, thank you. What are you saying, Zeph?
You see that rocky bridge we're almost standing underneath
Yeah,
now?
I see he's bouncing up and down.
Oh, you're literally here.
He's kind of stuck.
What? Who's stuck? Oh, I'm not even talking about him. I'm literally talking about this rocky bridge.
Yeah, what about it?
But yeah, the copper is literally over there on the same level.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's even better.
Well, I mean, that means it's easy to get down with some conveyor belts and stuff later on, so that's something.
Yep. We needed copper, right?
Yep. Basically, if we
And
just crack out a bunch of
much-
copper, we'll take it back and we'll turn it into cables and wiring.
Ah, yes, my old friend and enemy. 192.168.
Oh, I was gonna say.
A number to strike fear into the hearts of any mortal.
I thought you were gonna say 99121.
Ah,
118, 118. What am I doing anyway? Advanced settings, probably. Was it DBT? Fuck, I've already forgotten.
Ah, right. That makes far more sense now.
Does?
Well, just the chat's explaining what NAT is.
Can you send me another invite so I can read what it is that it's telling me is wrong? Because it's expired, unfortunately.
There you go.
Right, so your friend has TBD NAT while you have TBD NAT. Unless you're on the same network. Okay, so TBD NAT. What the fuck does that mean?
More intrigued the fact it didn't bother Zeph in connecting.
And the only thing I got was a standard Windows message stating
Yeah, me
something
too.
wants to do wants have access to this. Do you want to let it do that? I'm like, yeah. Because
Yeah,
the only thing
that's
I
what
know,
I did.
and then it just got me in. Copper wire.
What am I looking for then?
It doesn't really say what copper wiring actually needs.
Copper or ingots?
More likely ingots, yeah, but it doesn't say it as itself. Can afford.
Oh, we've got some limestone up here, that's at least something useful.
Cool. Link for the multipliers.
I'm just going to turn all the copper I have now into ingots,
Mm-hmm.
which should be 100. So we have plenty now.
Ah, thank you, Bang. Someone's found a thing that might help you, Tom. We're going to post it in Discord for you.
Top.
There it is. Alright, no problem. I will... If it needs me to change something, I can do something.
Network configuration.
I just
That one,
ran...
maybe?
is this copper like underneath me again?
Maybe.
Oh no, it's down there. I see it now.
Or above you.
What?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say we will actually went to another copper node.
I don't know. I kind of got lost as to where I was going.
Yeah. Because
bloody
I literally, when I said look at that bridge, the copper was literally on the same level of us. And you say, oh, it's easy to get a
Just got
conveyor belt too.
massive advert that took up my entire screen.
Oh, Christ.
Do we need to upgrade this thing again?
Mm-hmm. Basically, we're just going to keep upgrading it until it reaches a stage to bring stuff in.
So we need more iron for iron rods.
What's it? Network configuration. Notably on NAT strict. What does NAT actually stand for anyway?
It stands for Network Address Translation.
Oh.
Or
Don't know what TDB stands for, but firewall, VPN, DMZ.
Did he refuse Windows firewall rules?
No,
Did you refuse any Windows firewall rules, Tom?
I did not, and I double checked
No.
a couple minutes ago.
I double checked that.
Address table? No, I don't think that's it. It's IPv6? No. Firewall? No. Broadband? Maybe. Man, I can't
Have you tried
find.
actually inviting him rather than him joining?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
just cracked out.
Try inviting him
Maybe.
twice.
My devices? No.
There we go. What's next? More plates, more cables, and some concrete. I can make some concrete. Oh, I thought I could. Do I not have? Oh, did I put my limestone away?
Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Feature Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which
Do
can
we
be
have
found
now?
in the build menu and craft bench
Port
respectively.
forwarding. It's not a thing to do with port
forwarding.
forwarding. I don't need to bother with that, right?
Complete hub upgrade 4.
Um,
Use power poles to
Well, that's an
expand
old
the power
chestnut, isn't it?
network for optimal results.
Holy my god, that's
I got my limestone done.
I've yet to see any mention of network address configuration.
Hmm.
I've got there's an address table, which just tells me the MAC and IP addresses for the various things that are connected to it. VPN stuff. IPv6 configuration, which doesn't mention address. I've already forgotten the word I was using a minute ago. Is it called something else, maybe?
Not sure. Alright.
So what are we? What do we need to craft now?
We
actually,
need to craft 75 plates, a bunch more
Oh, for the new one.
cable, and some 75 plates and 20 cable.
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
So I mean, it should be easy enough to. I don't have any stuff for me.
75,
IPv4
oh wow.
configuration. Only mentions two different things. One is the IP address, and one is the HCP server. Neither of those are what I'm looking for. Address table. Maybe it is the address table. Forwarding.
I'm wondering if Bang is free, that we could just ask him to just jump in and just tell you what the fuck we're doing, rather than having to walk through text.
That also would mean that I'm no longer relying on a chatter, and so therefore I would be infinitely happier almost immediately.
If he's free. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
If you're free, Bank, if you could jump on, that'd be fantastic and just help Tom. That'd be amazing. If not, don't worry about it, man.
Oh shit. Whew. Okay. It's a tad close. Firewall?
I don't think it's firewall, but... Second.
It's not using IPv6 anyway. Alright, well maybe screwing around with the settings has made it work.
You can always try and see if it works.
It wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened. Just like, let me just fiddle with the settings. Oh, it works now, magic. How? I have no idea, but it does. Literally not changed a single thing.
Some plates and some rods. Okay. You want me to invite you again?
Give me a minute.
Okay. Nice.
There we go.
I'm just going to very quickly make us another craft bench so we're not stuck waiting for...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, hang on.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the
Not sure how it
placement of
works. It
conveyor
says
belts.
select milestone or something.
It's fine, I can put these two things I have in at the moment. we not make... Can I not make any portable mining things yet? No.
Oh, power line. Okay.
Yeah, so power lines, basically you connect them, you
Conveyor
basically use
belts.
cables and you connect them to certain points. And most power sort of pylons, like those ones you've got, can have up to 4 ones connected to it.
Which
Oh.
sucks. You can
It
get
does,
better
but you
ones,
end up just having ones connected to each other that are literally just for extra points.
because
Okay.
if you are transferring power from one place to another, all of the middle conveyor poles only have two only have 2 connections available, because it also needs one to go from the previous one and to
The next
the
one.
next. It's like, ah.
Yeah.
All right, invite
So-
me, please. It's so much nicer when you get the better ones.
Yeah, invite sent.
Oh? Oh no, it does still say the wrong problem. There's
Oh,
a
yeah, you got me.
N-
We got me totally there, Tom. I was like, oh, good, maybe it's fixed.
No.
Oh dear.
So we need to make. What do we need to make now?
We need to make. Hang on. 74 iron rods, 60 cables, also 50 cables, and another 16 concrete. I thought we could at least build the little mining robots at the moment, but not yet. Oh, Tom Soup has joined.
Yeah, just you wait, I'm gonna disconnect in a second.
Oh. Oh. And there it goes. Do you need me to check, see if it's something I can tweak?
Well, I haven't been kicked just yet. There's always a faint hope that I will load in proper, but oh, see, I managed to join for like a split second, and then I'm out.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
come
kind of
on.
weird.
Like to the point, it's not like, oh, you were connected then disconnected without ever seeing. I can see and hear snippets of the world
Yeah.
for like, I don't know, half a second's worth of the world, and then it's closed down. That's the weird bit.
Yeah.
Maybe it is something on your end, I don't know. But the fact that you've got Zeph joining without a problem indicates that the problem is on my end.
I'm really not sure what to do.
You'll most likely not be able to connect to host, as your friend has to be. Maybe it's TBD as in to be decided net. Well, you have TBD net. To be decided. Well, if it's to be decided, why can't I fucking use it?
I could try quitting out and joining back and going back in to see if it lets you reconnect that way.
Say again, sorry?
I could try quitting out and coming back in and seeing if it just randomly wants to work that way.
Nah, don't bother. Keep playing. Oh, there's a misophonia mode. That's nice. Okay, let's have a look.
Holy shit.
That's why I couldn't build the things before, because I needed to build them in here. Oh, no, I didn't want to
Alright.
build another one.
Time to Google foo this.
There we go. What do I need for those? Need those. Right, okay. Make more and more and more.
Send game flight data.
Rods. Okay, iron rods. A cable.
Okay.
Right, that'll do.
Let's try that.
There we go. That should make that easier. So, Zeph,
Yeah.
if you come over and look at these small group of friends that I put down here. If you hit E to look at them, you'll see on the left they are grinding out iron ore. So you just take from the number on the sort of box on the left,
Okay.
and there's 6 of them. So when they get up to 100, they stop. So we just need to empty them every so often.
Okay.
But that should
Nice.
make getting the iron a lot faster.
Yeah, until we have like the building type.
Yeah, until we
that's
get a
gonna-
building. We
Yeah.
need one of them at least per big mining thing anyway. So worth having a bunch of them at the start. I forgot what do we actually need for the next one. So we need, yeah, that's fine. Keep making that then.
Hang on, what do we need?
Do you want to do the copper, and I'll just keep doing the iron?
Yeah, I'm doing the cabling at the moment.
I'll go and get the
How do
limestone
you get
shortly as well.
how do you get the concrete, by the way? What do we
Concrete
need for
is
that?
limestone,
Okay.
so it's basically the same kind of thing as the other two. It's just there's a limestone nearby because I got some earlier for the concrete. So what I will do though is I will take.
Oh, hang on, I have some iron on me actually. Just noticed. Ross. Yeah, we only need to concrete now.
Can we take stuff from me doing?
Can we take one of those machines towards the limestone?
Yeah. What to do is pick it up and take, but before you pick it up, take the iron out of it, and you should be able
How
to just
do
pick it up. You hit grab all. Like actually just pick it up. I think you just pick up. There's a pick up miner button.
Yeah.
One of the buttons there should say pick up miner, and you just use that, and it picks up and gives you all the stuff in your bag. And then you just basically equip it on hand and just drop it wherever you want it, and it'll just start up.
Okay, where do we? Let's see, where
I
was
will
that?
pick up this one up, and I'll take this one over. I'll go and get the limestone if you want to get the if you want to chuck one on the copper.
You're running towards the copper now. I think.
The limestone I think is up there as well. Let me just check.
Isn't that one? That's 278.
Why is the limestone not dinging? There was a
Oh
limestone
yeah,
right
the
next to me.
limestone.
Is it full?
Yeah, it's that one that's 160 away. Yeah. No,
They
it's
must
just
be
the
quite close to each other then.
yeah, the limestone was up there because I remember. Yeah, there's Bouncy Friend. It was next to Bouncy Friend.
Oh nice, so you can literally have a conveyor belt coming down from the
Yeah,
hill
we can just have a
over
conveyor
there
belt coming up there. Oh, Tom has joined the game. I'm hopeful.
Press and
Yeah,
hold
don't
to
be.
pick up.
I have joined the game like 6 times so far.
6 Toms.
Oh, he's mining.
The limestone is. It's near here. I'm just trying to remember where exactly it is. I think it's down there. Oh, it's over there. Right, okay. That's why I got confused.
Hang on, did we have a smelter already, or is it
Not
something
yet,
we
no.
should-
'Cause we've not really built that many power things yet. So
Oh, come on, please. Have I disconnected yet?
nope.
No.
Okay. Oh, I have. Connection to the host has been lost.
Hmm.
Send me another invite. Start.
Toski, you put your zapper into the storage box, by the way.
Oh, did I? Oh, well. That's fine. I'll
Just
get, I'll
did the
get
same
it back
thing
in
as
a
well,
minute.
almost.
Just waiting for this to build up a bit of limestone, then I'll take it all back.
250, 240. Yeah.
Alright. Can't remember how much limestone I need for concrete. Oh. Can only make 13. That's fine. By the time I run back and get more. I need 3 more. So what are you working on now, Zeph?
What?
What are you doing at the moment?
I just went to the copper ore vein to empty the mine
Alright,
out.
cool. Alright, I see the copper ore. Cool. Empty it on my way past.
I'm actually wondering, what kind of systems for powering stuff can you make?
You start off with the biomass burner, which basically is why you should just grab a fuck ton of leaves and wood at the start, because you can just burn them for pretty much a long time at the start till you get yourself something a bit more substantial. And then you start making, I've forgotten what it's called, but it's like the equivalent of like more bio, I think it's biofuel, if I remember right. And then
So
once
there's no, like,
once you make biofuel, you basically are just living on that biofuel, and biofuel doesn't, like, once you get the upgrades to biofuel, it takes ages to run out, so you're kind of sorted for a while.
I got a question.
Yes.
Open the menu, go to gameplay. The second option down is network quality.
Oh, let's go to gameplay, network quality. Oh, right, okay, yes.
What have you set it to currently?
Medium.
Okay.
Do you want me to put it on lower?
No. Keep it on medium.
Look at the website essentially, it said to put on high.
Said to put it on high.
Ultra. Let me just double check, but
Basically, whenever you're running anywhere, Zeph, just grab any leaves you see on your way past, because all of them that you see, you can just put them in.
You've
What?
got to leave enough
Have
for
most of
nature
all
to
clients choose
regrow,
network
even if
quality
it,
ultra
you
in the
know.
options.
Come on now.
Have the host and all clients choose network quality ultra in the options.
Network quality ultra, okay.
But Zeph will also have to do it.
Okay, Zeph, you need to change yours to ultra as well. Apparently, that's one of the things we need to do.
Where can I find that setting?
Options, gameplay, second one down, network quality.
Tom as well.
Gameplay, second one
If
down.
Tom does that as well, that might fix the problem.
Network quality to which one?
Ultra.
He said?
Might put it down. I'm gonna X out the game, reload.
Experiencing high latency.
Yeah, it might be high
Yeah.
latency, yeah, that might be the problem.
Try
You have
unchecking,
selected a higher value of the default
send
network
gameplay
quality
data.
value. Increasing the value
For
may
Tom is this
improve
case.
client load times and
Tom might
at
have
the
to
cost of
uncheck
server frame
send
rates.
gameplay data.
Where's the send gameplay down? Oh, right, okay. Tom, there's another thing you can do in that menu of uncheck send gameplay data. That might help.
For all
I've
changes,
done that one and it didn't change, but
Right,
so
okay.
that's gonna stay the way
What
it
was
is.
that, Zeph?
for all changes to take effect, you need to restart the game session.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do that. I'll just save us. Your game is now
Otherwise-
saved. Okay.
So exit on main menu, I guess.
Yep.
Oh,
Next
you
into
already
main
did.
menu. Unet connection timed out, closing connection elapsed. Okay, whatever that is. Then I hit continue. And that should go in, and then you should both be hopefully able to join. Right, I am back in. Jeff's barely sat down. Alright, Jeff's back in.
Yeah.
Is everything fine at your end?
It seems fine. We've just restarted the server, so if you want to jump
And
back
you're
in.
both in and running around?
Yep.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, when my game is finished loading, I will let you know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, next
Note to
is
place of conveyor belts.
100 rods, 100 plates, 100 wire, and 50 concrete.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1.
So now we can build
Building
mining.
Storage container. Hub feature. Additional biomass burner. 10th objective.
Basically,
Complete hub
you
upgrade
can
6.
connect multiple
Note, there are no
burners to the grid,
nodes.
and that gives you your power. If you ever go over the power amount you have, the whole thing shuts down.
Yeah, the breaker trips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you need to
But
take
then you
something
just
out
need to-
or put an extra thing in, so you get
Yeah.
below the amount that you can do. Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a bunch of wire and cable, and maybe make some actual automated things.
Oh, we can make an autocrafter.
Yes. Basically, what you really want to do is you want to have a miner into a smelter into a crafter,
Okay. Yeah.
and then you basically have, when you can get splitters, you put the splitters in to split it between two smelters and stuff, and then you have them smelters into like auto crafters where you have one that makes plates, one that makes rods, etc.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you've
yeah.
always got supplies of those. So So yeah, making lots of iron.
Tom has left the game.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake. Don't want to invite you this time, Tom. See if that makes a difference.
Not just yet. I'm gonna see if there's anything else.
Do we need a building for storage eventually? Because
We'll unlock storage eventually. I think storage is like one of the next things we get. Oh no, we have storage already. It's an organization. It's
how
like a
do I
big. The storage in organization is basically like a big, like a sea container, basically.
Okay. Oh, with arrows going in.
Yeah, the
out.
arrows going in and stuff. We can get conveyor belts to like store in there. Let me just see about making a mining.
Like I managed to get into the game. Like I just.
It's very confusing that it's just, yeah.
How could? Oh, I'm missing the material stores, but
Bullshit. Oh, let me just double check. What version are you on? Does it tell you when you're?
I do not know.
version of the game, you mean?
Yeah. Let's double check that.
How do I find that?
Good question. Options. Is it written in the top, in one of the corners?
Oh yes, early access. CL hashtag 202470.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Weird, weird.
Did you try doing the game integrity thing?
Did you try doing the network integrity thing, Tom?
Integrity of game files.
Oh, integrity of game files, yeah.
I have not, but I will do that because that's always a good standby.
Ow.
Maybe I should
Me for sec, sorry.
maybe I should set up port forwarding. I don't know if that'll help or not.
This feels one of these games that you, at least for the early bit, when you're like crafting a lot of the same stuff, you can literally just put something heavy on the space bar and then.
You don't even need to, you just tap the spacebar once and it starts.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And if you
I've
do a
learned
very
something.
light tap, it just carries on. It's brilliant. It's yeah. It's just they know the game is about grinding and they've made it as easy as fucking possible. It's wonderful.
Okay, the plates are done.
Cool.
Updates,
In that case, I am.
Let me-
verify integrity. Here we go.
I
I've
need
got
one of
6
those. and-
stacks of iron ore, and I will put myself on ingots, and then I will be right back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, no problem, Zeph. So that should be enough to make a... Yep, I can just grab one of them. How do you rotate again now? Oh, probably should have turned it.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
just undo it. move it. Probably make it go. Yeah, probably make it go that way. And then we want. Oh, I need. What's that? Rods? I don't have any rods. I'm gonna make some rods.
UPnP is on.
No, let's just move that. I'm missing everything from that one. So let's just connect these up. They're too close together for that. Just move it a little bit then.
Network and internet. Sharing options. Where is sharing options?
And we want.
Network and sharing center. Expand the network profile.
Right. Let's turn.
Ah, maybe.
Make some.
Is this bugger? No. Okay, maybe not. Change advanced sharing options? Maybe.
What do I need for one of them? What's that? Let's do something.
Turn on network discovery. It's already on, okay.
Nope, I don't have whatever it is it wants for that. What does it want for that? Oh, it's a reinforced one. Ugh. Do they have them yet, do they? No. No, we don't have reinforced time. Oh, we do have reinforced time place.
Jesus fucking Christ, I've just looked at the instructions on this thing. How long the instructions are.
What, to fix it, you mean?
This guide someone's set up. My god.
Is it just long and complicated?
It's huge. You know how Steam guides have like a little like bit down the side which is like an index?
Yeah.
Usually there's like a dozen or so things. This thing is about a screen and a half's worth of chapters. Oh boy.
Well, sadly at the end of the day, if it works,
Yeah. Auto forwarding test. network infrastructure. Properties. Fuck!
Hey John. We have not played this online before, which is why Tom is still not been able to connect to the game. I've played this briefly, and Zeph has never played it before.
I have been trying for 30 minutes! Actually, probably longer than that now.
Yeah.
Open File Explorer, go to Network. On the left, to see if your router is visible.
How you doing
Yes.
anyway, John?
And that's me back.
Welcome back, Zeph.
I just run out of wash and see.
Let's just add them for now.
Maybe I should just slap down a port forwarding rule. Role name. Eat shit. Select device. Christ, that's a long list.
Oh, hang on, Tom is in the game.
Yeah, somehow.
What the hell did we be? Oh, hang on. Okay, so
Somehow
we have.
I don't think so. The game is not open. So I'd be surprised.
Smelter.
So yeah, we need to set this to smelt iron, which is doing now.
Constructor.
And then this one just makes something. Let's have it make. Can we have it make screws? No, we can't make screws. We have to make plates or rods. So let's make
We have a
rods.
I think we have a site overseer
Jen
there
says
for
make
the
a
work.
cart as soon as you get
Yeah, is that
chance.
me?
No. One of those giant things that are standing on
Oh
top
yeah,
of the
yeah. He's
conveyor
quite
belts.
happy there. What's that?
Jen says to make a work cart as soon as you get a chance.
Ah, cool.
So hang on, you made it into this, and then you used the other vein for the plates, I guess.
So yeah, basically what I did is I just made a simple thing. So it'll create rods, and rods will just fill this box up slowly. What we do later on is when we get splitters, we'll put a splitter roughly here, and then we can split the ore between two smelters, and then we can get a constructor for
Okay.
each of the rods and plates, and then we can start just farming it out.
This is enough space to get a splitter in between, or?
It might need to be moved a little bit further forward for it, but it was just a basic placeholder now just to get it started.
Oh, because you can literally move this building easier.
Yeah, you can, that's why when you deconstruct stuff, it gives you the exact same as you put in. So literally
Nice,
everything
nice.
can get moved around really easily. So,
So
yeah,
we're
this will just
making-
make rods for that box. So just take whenever you need rods, take them in that box.
Let's see.
Awesome, it'd be good to see you, Jen. It was like forever since I last saw you.
Maybe they can both go for
Concrete, wiring.
Jen.
Yeah, definitely. Right, I need to remember what I need to make stuff. I need one of those. Actually, no, power would be a problem. Can I make another biofuel thing? No, I can't yet.
Do
Do
do conveyor belts need to be connected in between two buildings, or can you
Yes.
have it like?
Well,
Okay.
you can have them going fucking miles because they've got the conveyor.
supports,
I'm more-
struts, supports, whatever they
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm more or less wondering if you could literally, like, for example, in this case, we
Move
don't
for-
have,
for the-
I guess, the resources for another smelter or anything. But
well,
would
we'll
we,
put-
for example, be able to put one of these miners at the copper one, a conveyor
one-
belt that leads over here, and then we can just pick it off the end of the
Once
conveyor
we
belt?
we've got two choices with that. One is we either keep extending power poles all the way over there, which is a bit annoying, but it does mean that from then on we have power there. The other is we build a biofuel reactor over there. which you have to remember to keep putting fuel into. So it might actually be
hang on.
better to just
Hang
keep
on,
building a
bio-
ridiculous amount of
hang on, yeah.
pylons.
Hang on, a biofuel reactor.
Biofuel
is that
burner.
something?
Biofuel burner.
Is that the
sorry. It's one of these things. Biomass burner, sorry.
Does does this thing have a section where you can put like a conveyor belt in?
No, but this is just a basic power into your grid. So you'd have to have this to power your miner. But as I said, we could just build a fuck ton of pylons. I mean, they're not that costly. What are they cost? One concrete, one
wiring.
some wire, some rods, and something. Yeah, we're fine. We'll just make a bunch of wire, and I'll make a fuck ton of pylons, and then we can just do that.
Hang on, is 3?
I'll do the same with the limestone as well.
Was 3 cables the maximum?
Having trouble getting to the game to play.
What was that, Zeph? Sorry.
Was 3 cables per pylon the maximum?
4.
4. Okay,
So,
so
but
we can
if
still
we're
hook one
extending,
up.
if we're extending long distance, it's not a problem. We can just extend them and extend them and extend them. So yeah.
Okay, so
It can be quite
Right, here we go. So if I take this one, I'll just build some. Right. So if you want to connect them with power cables as well, that'd be great.
they can be quite far apart.
I need.
Have you
the
got? That's
cable.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Haven't you
can.
invite?
Send you an invite, no problem.
I think it's like 50.
Invite. Tom.
Cables.
Right, I'm gonna see how far this will stretch. I'm gonna put this cable this pylon as far away as I can, and just see if they'll still connect with power. I say as far away as I can. I'm gonna try it here, because that seems a pretty distance. Yes, they still connect that far, so that's pretty good.
100 meters.
100 meters, fantastic. So yeah, we
Hang
can
on,
easily get
100
this
meters
over
for
to.
one.
Yeah. So put this
Oh,
here.
that's perfect.
Oh, I need two. Problem is when they're further apart, you need more cables to be able to connect them. So I need to quickly
Makes
go
sense.
and grab some more cable. Yeah. That we needed. I wanted
Yeah,
2
we
cable
still-
to
we
connect
still
it.
actually had to go.
So I just need
We
to,
have 8 more cables.
8 more cables would probably be enough. In the box.
Yep.
Box. Cable. Cool. Jesus, it's been 2 years. Fucking hell.
Almost 3.
Oh no, that one did take 1. I don't know why I asked for 2 before then. It was just being weird. Right, I'll put this here, and then we'll connect that to there. Alright. And I can have a dedicated pylon for this there. So
Fix-it tip number 16. Are you real? I've seen a lot of these fix-it tips.
are you? Oh,
Tom has
okay.
left the game.
Oh! You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I was gonna say, is that Min? Is that standing next to us telling us this? No. Alright. Let me gather all the stuff I need for building a mine over there, and we can always have it goes into a box and then extends over here. So
What do we call this guy again? Long-legged friend.
I can't remember. He's got such a small head. He's adorable.
Bean.
He is quite bean-like, yes. He is quite ugly cute, yeah. Alright, let's make some more copper. Right, one of the really nice things with this game, Zeph,
Yeah.
is you can, if you're loading up trying to work out what you need for everything, you can just make yourself a shopping list. By just
Yeah,
hitting the
what?
sort of plus button on the top of things. So I could just do that, and that tells me all the stuff I need to carry with me to build that. I'm gonna need at least 4 of those.
Oh, right.
One of them.
And how
And
do
you know
get
what,
the-
we'll put it in the storage, then bring it over here on the
How do I get into the shopping list again?
Q. Q, and then
Q.
you put all the pluses, and then it tells you at the side of your to-do list what you need. I need some iron plates.
Then again, you wouldn't know how many conveyor belts you're gonna need anyway.
No, but at least it's very good for no, or at
Okay.
least going like, well, I'm going to build this, and this over there, and then it'll
Yeah.
tell you, right, well, take all of these.
Okay, what did you put in your list at the moment, or?
I have a miner, a sort of deep miner, a smelter, a bunch of power lines, and some poles, and a storage container.
Oh,
So
you
at the
put it
very
over
least,
there.
very least, the copper can we can stack the copper up here, but I'll put a long conveyor belt over from here.
Oh yeah, okay. So the
I just-
smelter would be over there.
The smelter will be over here because there's no point in taking it in the ground and not smelting it.
Yeah, exactly. So you're putting a smelter and a container over here and a miner over
Yeah,
there.
and then I'll do a really long, whatchamacallit?
God damn. I even managed to get a glimpse of
I
the
remember
UI
our
then.
copper.
A glimpse of the UI before you crashed out
Yeah.
there. Oh god.
My tool belt.
I remember our
Is it
copper mine, which was literally the other side of the map.
Yeah. Oh no, that was sulfur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a sulfur mine on the other side of the map.
That was one
It
long.
was just like fucking like a mile of conveyor belt.
Oh yeah, that was a long conveyor belt and a lot of power poles.
Right. So that to that. Then we need a conveyor belt.
How does a splitter work?
We unlock them later on, and they literally have one input, two output.
Yeah, okay, but this is like is it splitting 50-50?
Yeah, it splits 50.
Okay.
It splits 50-50.
So you can split like different types.
Yeah.
You can also split different types.
Yes.
Perfect. So you can literally extend that conveyor belt up the hill towards the limestone then.
Yes. I could bring the conveyor belt down to it. What I'm probably going to do is I'll bring a.
And then split them
I'll
over
probably
here
put another
for
storage.
the different containers.
I'll probably put another storage box next to this one, and that one will fill up with limestone. Then I'll put a conveyor belt from that along to the base, so that it's got somewhere to store in case that fills up. Because these things fill up a lot faster than you realise.
Oh, okay.
Let's just put. Did I put one here? I put that dedicated one. Let's just have another one there. Just go. Bit. Bit. Bit.
So do you,
And you are harvesting
hang
copper.
on, so you need an extra miner, I guess, then?
Hang on. I'm just doing this copper. Copper is going in. There's a bunch of copper in. Copper should stay there. That is great. Let's just put some more. Actually, no, that's all unmade copper. Right.
Hang on. Okay, so it needs a miner needs a portable miner, iron plate, and concrete.
Yeah. I've got some portable miners on me if you need one. Right, so
need
this is
one,
going to
yeah.
start filling up with stuff. I need a, need a conveyor pole. Just put that one there for now.
Do you have all the concrete by any chance?
Why are you doing this? Concrete. I had some concrete on me.
I think it's the
Just
tree
find
that's
where it's
blocking
gone.
you there.
It's gone somewhere. Trying to remember why the conveyor pole wasn't working there. Oh, there it is. It just wants to be raised for some weird reason. Why do
It's
you
a
not?
tree. It's trying to go
tree.
through a tree.
Oh, fucking trees. Can I break the trees down? I can't remember. No, I can't. Oh well.
I think you're better.
I need more thingy poles anyway. But the plus side it is already putting copper into this into the box, so it's got a full. Yeah, it's full on copper ore, so it's just chugging away. And later on, you can get things that'll overclock your machines and make them faster. Right. I need a bunch more iron plate.
I just hope you don't run into the kind of pit that I did. That took us like 3 hours to get
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah, I remember that pit.
That was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. Well above our level.
Store all of that for now. Take my zapper back. I'll take my... What do I need for... What do I need for... Like... 10 of them and 10 of them.
Okay, yeah. I'll take one of those miners.
Iron ingots. Concrete. There we go. Concrete we've
Yes.
got. Iron plate. Do we have any iron plate made? Don't think we
Trying
do.
to find the concrete, but
I've got concrete here, it's fine. Oh, that's
you got
already
one
had
here?
iron ore
Okay.
put in it. That's already had iron ore coming out of it. Okay. And that's already making stuff. Okay. Well, that can just go back in the box for now then. I need...
Could I have some of that? I don't. Or is it limestone still?
limestone we still need to connect one up to. Actually, that's the point.
Yeah,
I could just go and... you know what?
I only need some concrete and I can make the miner for it.
Ah, cool. I'll give you this concrete then.
Thank you.
If you want to go and start on that, I will keep going with the... Oh fuck! I need to come get some concrete out of the mining thing for you from the thing.
I presume you use R to rotate?
Scroll wheel.
Okay, yeah.
At least our copper box is filling up. Right. Where's the jump up to? It's up around here. Right. Take this limestone away.
Up there, okay.
Yeah. You got it?
How did you get up there?
Down... Oh, putting it down here. Back this way. Bouncing up and down. Yeah, just up this jump bit here.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Should take insulin for...
I'll take some in a second. Oh, I don't have stuff on me to do that. Never mind.
Okay, so how can we angle the conveyor belts?
Basically, if you have it all either going into a storage or going into... Actually, it's just the limestone, so you don't need a smelter. If you have a miner going into a storage box and have the storage box relatively near... I'm trying to work out if that's too steep a jump to go straight down here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm wondering. Is this too steep or not?
Let me... If you build the mining thing for the moment, let me go and grab some stuff so I can take some pylons and
Yeah.
a storage box down here and see if I can get it connecting.
Oh, almost blocked off there. Yeah, in that case I might want to hold off with the miner because if it's too steep I need to pretty much turn it completely around to the other side.
Yeah, it might be faster going down the other side and round.
Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll just loop it around the hill downstairs.
Alright, okay.
That should be fine.
Let me just get some iron. Make some iron. Just a second, I need to put another 2 of those in. Bunch of those. Bunch of those. Yeah, that should be everything. Any luck yet, Tom?
Working on it. Alright,
This
got
one, yeah.
port forward set up, but that didn't help. What's the next thing I recommend? Actually, let's try quad 6.
Versus quad 6?
It's a different different port number. Just saved. Okay. Let's also shut down Steam, reboot it just in case.
Okay, need more wire and things. Iron ore. Do I have any copper ore in here? Don't think I do I? Leaves, iron, copper ore. I do have copper ore here. Good.
How do you remove something again?
F and then just select it.
I don't think it actually already makes. If you use conveyor belt, it immediately shows where you want to put a pile at the maximum range. I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of little quality of life ticks that they've added and that do things like that. It's really quite nice.
Oh, I'm out of something. Oh, iron plates. Some other iron plates. That's it.
That's fine. I'm just farming out some.
It's interesting to see that the conveyor belt actually works without the whole
Yeah,
thing
it
having
doesn't need power. Yeah. Conveyor belts are constantly working.
Like, I think I should be able to put that one over there. I need
17 more of those and a bunch more.
How's the fall damage in this game?
You don't like put it this way. When I jumped off that platform you're on now onto the ground below and didn't try and like go down a building or anything, I lost half my health. So it's there. It's not too bad, but it's there. You'll lose about 4 or 5 bars of your health if you jump off something high. Maybe a bit more than that depending how high it is. But you do regen health over time.
I just jumped from there to a cliff and then onto the other miner. I need more plates.
This says I should have enough of most stuff. Just gonna make a bunch more iron plates because they're very useful. And we'll make a bunch more wire as well. Okay, everything says I should have more than plenty of what I need.
Okay, I'm going to now ask that the network quality be switched to high instead of ultra.
Okay.
You might need to restart your game to
Yeah, that
make
was
it take
adorable.
effect.
Yeah. Sure.
I can switch it to high in a second. Why is
Gameplay.
this not letting me build this? Oh, I need to do that mouse button. There we go. Alright, saving game. Okay, and then I will swap to high.
Are you able to swap it? Because I'm.
Yep.
Everyone's do it.
Yeah, when I swapped it, it said it had something else come up when I swapped it.
I'm only seeing 2 dots in front of it, and a brown one and a red one, but it doesn't turn
Right,
into a. You know.
right, I'm gonna try jumping to menu.
Did Zeph do it as well? Everyone needs to do it.
Right, I'm gonna quit the menu. Okay.
I cannot even change it, so.
Yeah, it came up with with something that sort of locked it in when I changed it. So I'm.
As you can change it here.
What is this?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's now on high.
Oh, sweep Tom sweep. Okay. So it's probably something about Tom connecting. All right. Well, I've swapped it to high. Loading back in now. Okay, I am back in the game. Just check it's on high now. Oh, no, that's the one. No, it's gone to medium now. What?
Okay,
When I go?
set it. Okay, then maybe rebooting it.
Hang on. You selected a higher value than a default network quality value. Increasing this value may improve client load times and network performance at the cost of server frame rate. Experiment with these settings to see what works for you.
Set it to high.
Okay. Need to restart the game for that, that's fine. Apply.
And
yes.
then if you restarted and it set it to medium, then don't restart. Just boot up the thing.
Maybe it means you need to actually quit the entire game rather than.
Oh, maybe it doesn't want me to quit the entire game. Okay, I can do that. Waiting for it to realise that I've quitted the entire game. It's taking a long time to realise it's closed.
Hmm.
It's a long time to realise it's closed. Should I hit stop on Steam?
No. You should probably wait.
Probably wait, okay.
Just give it a minute or two because if you click stop on Steam, it might bug out some things and maybe it's just trying to calibrate the things you did.
Alright. I was going to do that one, then remembered that my webcam's not turned on.
Okay. Network quality high. All right. When you're in, if you could send me an invite.
It's still broken. It's still not realised it's closed yet.
Do you want to end process with
Yeah, I'll hit stop.
task manager?
Unsaved data may be lost.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so.
Oh.
No, it's fine. If it's borked, we can live with it as long as we get Tom in.
Oh,
'Cause that's
oh, there you go. Now you're playing again.
yep. Right. Okay. Right. Continue. Okay, it is still back where I am. When I go to options and gameplay, it's on high.
I think the power is down. Yep, power is down.
I might just ran out of leaves. If you want to just fill one with leaves or wood, whatever you can find lying around for now. Leaves do take quite a while to burn if you've got a stack of 500.
They're easy to
You
find.
need to fill both of them up, then reset the power.
Could I have an invite
Oh, apologies, Tom.
rather than? I considered joining, you know, just sort of normally, but
You get that one?
yes. Still complaining about TBD Nat, but if this doesn't work, I have no idea.
How does this work?
On the left should be a slot for putting in fuel.
Yeah, but I only have 3. Oh, I need to put more in, I guess.
Put a stack in if you can. If you've got wood or leaves, or if not, there should be some in the storage box.
Yeah. There we go.
Fuck's sake.
You need to message Bo today.
Okay. So yeah, your copper is now making its way from over there into here.
Nice. Halfway through a tree.
Yeah, well. Oh, kitten.
I know. I asked Dad to get us a thermometer so we can actually decide if the heating needs to go on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It always needs on, Mother. The cable's stuck.
Yeah, under him.
Yeah.
Right, so, yes, that's the copper all moving over now. So that box of copper will slowly empty, but the box next to our base will slowly fill up. And if we get a splitter at some point, we could always split it into creating wires and cables and such like. What are you doing, kitten?
Where's Tom?
Hmm?
Where'd Tom
Oh.
go?
Tom drop?
Yeah, he just said fuck in preparation on his journal.
I don't know if he's just... It's got to him or whether it's made his thing shut down.
Fuck. Fuck. Be right back.
Yeah.
Capital fuck.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he said be right back.
If stuff clips fully through, that cannot be any problem, right?
Yeah. Unless you see it obviously get knocked off the platform or anything, but if it would have done by now. If it's just glitching through, then it's fine.
Well, I'm making conveyor belt. I haven't even started up the whole thing.
Alright, cool.
I might actually... So technically I should actually power it and see the stuff coming down the conveyor belt.
Yeah. The conveyor belt will work regardless, so...
Power pylon...
Yeah, I've gone through a couple of trees in this,
Do I
but
need
as long as they've cut, as long as it's gone through it, then it's fine.
So, hang on, so... We got power over there, so if I put...
There's no power here at the
I
moment.
need... Of course I need copper.
Why is there no power here at the moment? Has our
I think,
power run out again?
I think so, yeah. Oh, what the heck? There's copper disappearing.
What do you mean disappearing?
Well, it's disappearing from one part of the conveyor belt and then reappearing over there, so...
Oh well. Yeah, the power's down again.
So, in other words, it's disappearing over here and cloning itself as soon as it hits the corner again. Quite hilarious to see this. Oh, it's actually doing it here overall. Yeah, it's definitely... multiplayer definitely has its bugs, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna probably go down again in a second when I... Unless
That
I've
here
got
as
some
well.
more stuff to burn. Let's see. Oh, flower petals, that's fine. Flower petals can burn. Yes, yes, fuse is broken, yes, yes. There we go. It'll at least burn for another minute or so. Hopefully I'll go and try and find some
As soon
wood.
as it's empty, it immediately turns itself off again.
Yep.
How
Good.
can we get? How can we eventually make a sustainable one?
Because eventually we'll unlock biofuel, and then we can basically
yeah.
just have that we either restock the biofuel burns like one biofuel for like a couple of minutes rather than like, you know, like the current leaves are like 0.2 seconds per leaf or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically just a case of just running around trying to find. I'm gonna quickly go see if I can find a forest or something similar so I can grab some wood, because wood takes a bit longer to burn.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
What
Do you
specimen?
want the Do you want the limestone to run over the same conveyor belt as the copper, by the way?
It can't go over the same one, but put it on one like next to it, if you know what I mean. And we'll just build another
Okay, so you
storage
want an
container.
extra...
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting like a connector and then a splitter,
I mean,
so
you
it runs over.
You can join everything together,
But then it will be
but
less
the problem is
amount
it
to-
does slow down when you do that, because everything's joining together, and then yes, things still go at speed, but they don't go as fast as you'd kind of like them to, and yeah.
Why is it showing that I still need wire? Then it's
Did
create
you
wire.
select? Oh, what's this?
Oh, I did kale, not wire.
Oh, where's my stabby
Damn it.
thing? I don't know if I have my stabby thing on me. Running away. Oh. Yes, I do have my stabby thing on me. Good.
Kale.
not got food on you you can eat?
I don't think I do.
Missing wire. How can I be missing wire? I have loads of wire on me. I thought I didn't.
Can I loot anything here? It's a broken something, which I can repair apparently. Battery broken. Well, anyway, I need to go and get find some more wood, otherwise we won't have any power to do anything.
Yep, I think this one is active. Yay, we got limestone.
Yay!
Now just to see if it actually makes it the whole way. What happens when it reaches the end of the conveyor belt?
It just stops.
Ah, okay, so
It doesn't run off the end or anything, it just stops.
Okay, perfect. And in that case I can just see.
Right, I've got a bunch of some kind of burnable stuff, so we can make a start with this till we find something else.
So separate conveyor belt. Yeah.
It'll take a lot of plates to make it, but yeah. I think conveyor belt is a certain amount of plates per length.
Is it? Hang on.
Because I think
Don't tell me that's just. It's not coming down.
Too harsh an angle.
Could you come check it for a moment? I'm not sure. I mean, this should be possible, but I guess it's not.
I will.
Then again, I don't really.
What is this?
I'll just disassemble
Found
this
a
bit.
thing. Whatever that is, I found a thing. Oh, I found one of these friends.
Why isn't this working?
I will come over and see. On my way.
I can't. Oh,
That's just a way off to the
There
side
we go.
to get. It might just be that there's no power in the base. Because there wasn't that much left to burn when I left. So maybe that's ran out. Because I was away to get more stuff to burn.
the conveyor belt is running again, but
Yeah, this one's not working anymore. It might just be that. There we go.
it's not moving the.
Is it working
blocks
again now?
It's still too steep apparently.
All right.
How,
oh,
am,
on
I,
my
how
way.
am I supposed to get this off here then? If it's still too steep.
Let me see.
Hang on.
Where are you? Are you up there? Right, okay. I'm around.
Okay, this works again.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit weird. You just need to run with whatever it wants to go with.
It's gonna be funny.
Sure. if it wants to
I
do
mean,
that, then sure.
I tried to put it down here, but it just wouldn't let me.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
sometimes it's just a little bit strange. Alright.
So this should. I mean, this. Want to put a container and then continue, or?
Hang on, I'll just use I'm going to use up the plates I have on me, which is about here. So now just continue round. I suppose. Well, no,
Where do you want to
continue round to next to over here, and then we'll put container down.
I'll put the container next to the other one.
Yeah. That
Okay,
way we've at least got 2 points of pick up if we need to.
Let's see if they take this incline. Yep. Perfect.
Right, okay. What were we actually needing to hand in?
Yeah, I am running out of place, that's for sure.
There's the wire. There's that. There's those. We should have more than enough rods in over here, because that's still making them. Yeah, that's enough rods. It's just a little bit more concrete and we're done for this upgrade. I think it's after this one we start getting the choices of them, and when we get choices of them, one of the choices is splitter.
Oh yeah.
So once we get splitter, we'll just...
Are you seeing this section over here as well, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So it's like, it disappears here, and it reappears over here.
Yeah, as long as it actually reappears, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it's very strange. I'm just gonna take a bunch of limestone off of here. I think it's 1 per 2, so that should be plenty. Yeah, that's more than plenty. More than enough, hopefully. Do. That should be the last of the concrete.
How are you liking the power pylon, by the way, going up the hill there? Like that's like.
Yep, it's totally fine. Ah, right, hang on, let's put this in. And that's this one done. Alright, next options. We have to wait for something to happen, I think.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Space Elevator, Building Biomass Burner, Part biomass.
So yeah, I don't know if you can see from there
Motivational
a small
message.
ship landing on the base.
Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current
Oh,
and
I have
future
that problem with Uther
service.
already, Jen, and he's lying on my lap, and he likes
Additional
to,
knowledge. The
he
hub
especially
terminal
likes the
has been
Windows
converted
button
to
to
give
sleep on.
access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols.
And he likes tapping his
Wasn't there at
spacebar.
some point?
Future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly.
So yeah, the space elevator is as far as I've got before.
Yeah. Wasn't it like last stream or something that you or that you mentioned that you were wondering why your character was jumping all the time?
Yep. Oh, there's times that I go, why are none of my buttons working? And I literally am standing staring at my keyboard going, I don't understand, then realise it's because the cat's asleep on a button. He does this.
Again.
He does it a lot. Okay, which one ran out? This one. Alright, what can I put in you? I can put in a stack of 412 leaves. I'll keep you going for a little while. What have we got? Okay. The stack of leaves will keep that one going for a while, hopefully till we can get things. Right, so base building would give us foundations, I don't really care about that. Logistics would give us splitters, so I want to do that one. It's...
Would you like... I'm actually wondering if it's actually possible or not.
We just need we just need 150 plates and another 146.
Yeah. Do you want the conveyor belt next to it or on top of it?
What, for the limestone?
Yeah, because I can't actually put the container on top of it, and I should be able to.
As long as they both still run, then whatever you think Tom would find neatest, because that's probably the biggest factor we have to consider. Because I'm not a neat person. I'm just the kind of, I'll make something that'll do, and Tom will have a fit and tidy it up, but at least it'll be done.
Why is it showing orange? Overlapping other clearances, my clipping may occur.
Yeah, if it starts to look like it's clipping, just do it next to it rather than on top of it then.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can actually make it not clip. Oh, it's... Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Ah, shame.
See,
I'm just gonna make the last of the spare.
it's because the container is so close to the miner or to the smelter. I can't get the turn for the conveyor belt on the entrance, not clipping into the smelter.
Ah, right.
I'll put it next to it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get the try and just blitz this one as fast as I can, so we can get the splitters. Because if we get a splitter for copper, then we can remove a bit of the conveyor onto that storage and just put a couple of crafters, and then just have one to make wire, one to make cable, or two to make wire, then one for those wire to go into cable, and then we've basically got our continuous resource of copper stuff ticking up. Just need enough to make 150 plates and then a bunch of wire.
Oh, that would be interesting.
For those on Tom Watch, the last update is him shouting "fuck" in big capital letters, then BRB in chat.
That was like 15 minutes ago.
What is this you've found here?
Just,
A digital thermometer.
Yes, so I can actually know how cold it is in here.
Hello, Tom.
Hello. I've gotten this out of my system.
Someone's now playing Satisfactory.
No, I'm not. Well, I am, but yes. Yeah.
I keep forgetting this game is in early access and there's still these big bugs with it.
We got a storage filling up with limestone now.
Cool.
Netcode, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
actually wondering what's on top of that bridge. So is it only iron or limestone and copper we can scan for at the moment?
At the moment, we can only scan for iron, copper, and limestone. Later on, we'll find sulfur,
Quartz.
quartz. There's one other, I think, as well, but I can't remember. I only found a lot of
Aluminium.
sulfur and something else.
Caterium. Bauxite.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, it's the same principle. It's just, you know, you find a large
I see
vein of it
something
and you just
flying.
chuck a thing.
What the hell is that?
What's it look like?
It's like some kind of flying ship.
Is it landing on our base?
Delivering some resources?
Yeah. From now on, we'll get that occasionally landing.
Oh, cool.
Because we've got the stage that we see it now. Right, well, I'm nearly done with the iron. I just need to make a bunch of copper wire. Right, so there's the plate done. I just need to go and get myself some copper. Actually, I probably need 2 stacks just to be sure. And I will make wire. And so I have a stack of 144 wire. That'll be us done, and we should be able to make splitters.
All right, one more try, and then I'm giving up. I'll do it. Try another time.
I just really want to know what it is that's causing the problem.
Will it launch itself on its own pace, or
Don't know.
the airship thing? Bobsky.
All right. If I do that, if I press this button, it should launch now.
Uh-oh.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts
I'm fly. Uh-oh, where's it going?
and lift to increase the
Are you on top
complexity
of
and
it, Zeph?
efficiency of your factory.
Oh yeah.
We encourage you
That's the
Bye,
best way.
Zeph.
Bye!
when it comes to factory logistics
See ya.
to streamline short-range
Where is it flying to, by the way?
Up.
productivity display
Uh-oh.
will help you measure and improve the
At some point, I think you might phase through it.
with optimization.
Or crash?
Oh,
Stibbers in chat.
hey, Stevest. Are you on the
I
way
think
back down yet, Zeph?
I think my game crashed.
That's my job. Stop stealing my territory.
Yep, Zeph has crashed.
Okay.
Been taken to the stars.
Please be chosen.
It's like in
Zeph has joined the game.
like in Bear Trauma where, you know, get killed by pressure.
Oh no, I just ended up in the building.
Oh, that's alright then. Oh, fuck. Alright, what do we need for building splitters then?
Splitter is it the same as?
It's called... there we go. Conveyor splitter. I want to make...
Conveyor merger as
Yeah, I
well.
want
Then
to
I
make...
guess.
Oh, sorry, I want to make 2 of those, and then I want to make another...
Hang on, what are you
3
making?
constructors, because I need to do that for thing, and then I want
So-
another 1 more storage.
Okay, so you're making the splitters.
Yeah.
You want to split or you want to run the limestone and the copper on the same one then, or?
No, we'll put them on separate ones, but I'm going to split the copper one into 2.
Oh,
I'm
in
going
that
to
way, yeah,
have
okay.
one copper one makes wire, and then makes bar, and then makes cable, and one just makes
Ah,
wire.
yeah.
And then later on, there's another one that uses copper. I think that we need to split the opposite direction, but it's fine. We're just going to do those 2 for now. Then at least we're going to have a nice store of.
Fuck this stupid piece of fucking shit.
I assume it's not working then, Tom. I assume that's it not working.
That was Tom jumping out, yeah.
Ah, Tom.
What happened?
He just basically just went, fuck this, stupid, and just disappeared.
Oh,
It's gonna add
Well, that's-
different load in like single player form, but it's not there. So.
That's a good question. We should have tried that. See if it loaded in single player form or if that was a problem. But I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I am building a. I'm building a. I have to get all this stuff to build the stuff. One of those.
Oh, hang on.
What's that?
Oh.
What?
Remember that I spawned in here?
Yes.
What? I don't have my stuff anymore. Which was quite some stacks of iron and such.
Oh well. We have one iron vein there. We have another iron vein thing there we've not touched yet. We've got one here that's making rods at the moment. And we have a copper vein which we've got coming in up to here at the moment. And we've got a limestone that we're getting to move as well.
How do we make that separate thing again?
It's in the equipment thing, which is this building here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot that building was a thing as well. Right, I want to make some stuff. I want to make cable.
Wire, cable, plates, and iron rods.
Oh, we can make oh, good. We can make biomass out of wood. I will do that because that biomass is a lot better to burn than before. Is this empty? Yeah. Biomass. Go. What have you got left in you? A little bit, a couple of leaves should be alright for a little while. Iron.
I think we need. I think I need to run over there and grab some limestone from the conveyor belt. Or
Yeah,
from
if
the
you
box at
grab,
least.
I need about 30 odd concrete, so if you grab 60 limestone for me, that would be great.
Are there still ores coming in? Because it looks kind of empty on this conveyor belt.
It's because the power was down. It's fine.
Oh yeah, sure. No, yeah. I just grabbed 3 stacks of limestone.
Cool. What we'll do then is should be enough to make some.
Great.
Right. Okay. How long is this one? That's
Do you
actually ideal.
So I can type in
Do we have what, sorry?
a session ID.
Where would I find that?
I have no idea.
I think that's only. Hang on.
Oh, hang on. At the bottom it says host nat tbd. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's.
I don't think we have a set unless the session ID is the name that you named it.
Maybe.
Which would be PRPG stream.
Any
Yeah.
caps in there?
Capital PRPG and S for stream.
PRPG and capital S for stream. Let's see if that works. No, that's
No.
not it.
Okay. Hang on, let me just see. Hang on, manage session. Here we go. Session settings. Session ID is hidden. Session ID. Yes, I can tell you the session ID if you want.
Yep.
Session ID is all lowercase. It looks like C5CC 43783 E97 434
Jesus
188
Christ.
476088 3787 5939.
Jesus Christ. What the hell kind of ID is that?
Well, it does have a copy to clipboard button, so maybe that should have been faster.
God damn it, man.
Do you want me to try it on private and see if that makes any difference rather than friends only?
Maybe. Let me just see if this connection works, and if it doesn't, then...
Because I just feel like we probably should have maybe tried that one earlier, but yeah.
I'm not sure how long Steve Bush actually mentioned something there. Did
the,
we
vein,
mention?
the veins we have close, yeah, I said we've got another iron vein over there. We've got one iron vein that's currently making rods. We've got a copper vein back there that's about to split into things, and we've got a limestone vein.
Yeah, limestone is literally up the hill from where the copper one is.
Splitter. Okay, so I want one. That's fine. I can leave one undone at the moment. I want one instructor. Oh. Why were you not? Oh, because I don't have any. Why do you not? Did you not count me as making? Oh, that's the concrete. Oh, for fuck's sake. Zeph, do you have that concrete?
I think so, yeah. Let me quickly check what I actually made so far. I got 68 concrete.
Oh, I keep forgetting that you've changed colour in your thing. Could I craft 20 concrete off you, or just grab 20 concrete off you?
How do I split it again?
I don't know how to. I don't know if it's split. I imagine maybe one of the shift clicks, maybe.
Oh, shift click, transfer stack, no, split, right mouse button.
Oh yeah, right mouse button and shift. Lets you choose how much you want to split. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Right. Okay. So.
Okay, I've just been booted back to menu.
Do you want me to try putting it to private and see if that changes?
Sure, let's try that.
Okay. Okay, it's done.
In private session. Can you stick that ID in the thing?
Yes, sure. Do you want me to invite you again?
Yeah, actually, that might work.
Please set your session to friends only in order to invite friends to your current session. Okay.
Private's a single player, I think.
Hang on, well let me just do the session settings, copy to clipboard. When your session is private, searching for a session ID will give no results. Change to friends only to make it searchable.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, never mind then. That's not
going to
help. Are there any other
Well,
management
I'll
items?
give you this on... That's the string, just in case there was any missing of anything. So you can try that again. Why?
No, I connected and loaded in and then disconnected, but...
What are you wanting me to have that I don't have? Oh, it's the fucking reinforced fucking iron plate. Oh god.
God,
Okay.
this is so annoying. Why is this not working?
Cables and a lot of wires. Why is it saying I want to craft 10 of those?
10 of what?
The Zephyrus.
I think that's the number you can make if you make all of them in your bag.
Oh, but I don't even have the materials for one, so why is it saying that? That's a bit weird.
That's very strange.
I need... Well, because at the moment it's saying I need 10 iron rods, 2 reinforced iron plates, 15 cables, and 50 wires. One of those things.
That seems a bit high.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the one going to make wire and then going to make cable from the wire.
Okay, and then you put.
And then I'll put one over. I'll put the other side actually. I should probably put a merger one here actually. Can I just take that one off? Take both these off
so
actually.
it's not all in one, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I put another one here, and we get.
You might want to put the device on the other side, otherwise maybe you're gonna cramp whatever we're gonna do with this one.
Hang on.
Oh, well, it's not that actually.
Well, this one's just getting that. Oh.
Yeah.
Why is it going unhappily through? You are just making wire, friend. And then I want a merge. And I want to spin that to basically be there. And conveyor belt. That side. Conveyor. Oh. Well, you know what, if I could just put it in there then that's fine, I don't care. These are unpowered at the moment, which is why they're not doing anything. Need that. One of them.
I think we are done in power again.
Oh, okay. Yes, I probably will because I probably haven't. Yes, I've not put the biofuel in this side either. Put that there for now. Put that back on. Oh, oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to move that one anyway because it's not in the right place. Well, fuck. Actually, you know what? I could just move this one.
How the f do you change this NAT bullshit? Come on! Stop telling me this NAT is wrong and tell me how to fix it.
Is it something I need to fix, Tom?
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. Do you know how to change your NAT settings? Because I fucking
not
don't.
a clue. Not a clue, Tom. Why is that? That's too close. To move it further away.
Back in a sec.
Sure. Right, conveyor belt. Is that gonna go now? Yes, there is. Cool. There we go.
Nice.
So yeah, that's all. That's us now making a bunch of cable and wire. So they will hopefully all just fill up this box slowly. There is another copper thing later on, but I can't for life remember what the fuck it is. I think it's maybe copper bars or something. But it's not for a little while yet, so...
Oh yeah, they're splitting up here now, nice.
So yeah, it splits it, dices it. There's another splitter at the other side option, so we can take some out this side if we need to.
Yep. Perfect. Okay,
So the problem
so
is it'll be backed slightly up by how long it takes the merger to put
where do you
things
want
in.
to put the? Where do you want to put a container down? Oh right, not a container. I presume you want a caster for the concrete, or is it something else that
Yeah,
we
we
can
could
use
do.
for
We could
limestone as well?
basically, when you bring the concrete over here, we'll just put it through a processor. Either we could put it through early on, or we could put it on later on. If we put it on, if we take all the conveyor belt down here, then chuck it through basically a builder here, then it saves us having to worry about powering it all the way over there. That's relatively good. Only needs to slow down when the this cable being made, which is not as fast as this one, so that's good. So yeah, we ideally should probably make another one of this lot for iron plates, because that's going to be the next one that's going to be needed that we don't have that many of. Oh, probably should have also chosen another one. This one...
Already running out of iron plates again.
Inventory slots, object scanners, yeah, this one's probably the next one to do. Just need another 15 screws. There we go, that's screws done at least.
What we could do is put the production on some of them lower so it doesn't require that much fuel.
Does it require what, sir?
So we can put these, we can turn these machines down to like producing not that much, so like having a slower.
Yeah, but we kind of need, we're going to need a
Yeah.
lot more
Has been
rods and
Of
stuff like that.
everything.
Yeah. Basically, you want your stuff to working as fast as possible unless there's a choke point.
It's a known issue. There is no current resolution other than all the various things I've tried.
Fuck's sake.
However, in theory, you can edit stuff in the actual. Hang on. Hang on. Let me try this. This might be a bit interesting. Oh Jesus Christ, that was loud. Oops. Shit. Fuck. Manually add rules.
If you need me to do anything, man, just tell me and I will easily do it.
Yep. Inbound rules. Where's S in the alphabet? There. Satisfactory. You little fucker. Factorygame.exe. Can't see factory. Is that outbound or inbound? Both.
Do we have any iron ore? Yes, we do.
C D E F G H I J K L M N P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Why is it not on here?
You might want to put something here.
It's because I've not sorted it by name. Fuck, let's go. Satisfactory. Alright, what have we got? Manually add rules.
Tom, chat's asking, do you have a VPN?
Somewhere.
Because
I
that
might-
might make a difference.
As in, do I need to turn it on?
I think more like less turning it off.
Okay,
Because I don't have any. I don't have a VPN and
let's find that. Hang on, let me just open up Task Manager and shut down any. No, that's fine, that's fine.
Oh, turn it on to see if it bypasses it first.
Say again?
Turn the VPN on to see if it bypasses the problem, and if that doesn't work, turn it off. Make sure you have it turned off and try it again and see if it works.
No, it was on. I've just,
it was on.
found it and shut it down.
Okay.
Or disconnected or whatever. Now I'm booting up the game.
Okay.
let's see how much space are you needing here. That much. How many stuff can you make with limestone again?
I think it's just concrete. As far as I'm aware, it's just concrete. Maybe if it, so we'd only really be needing one constructor to just turn the pure limestone into concrete.
I'm just checking it, otherwise I'm putting a splitter in between.
I'm pretty sure it's just the one.
I don't know if limestone I need to search for.
Do you want me to invite you, or are you doing alright so far?
I'm still loading.
Okay.
What do you want to make it into? Because we can make concrete, rubber concrete, wet concrete, fine concrete, and cheap silica.
I would say just make it into plain concrete at the moment, and we can always change it later, because I think a lot of those other ones we unlock as time goes on.
Yeah, I'll put I also
The net is different, so I don't hold much hope, but I'm trying to connect anyway, just in case.
Okay.
And that's with the VPN off.
Calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects. The map has been unlocked.
The map has been unlocked. What?
Hmm.
We have a map? Oh, we do.
You do now.
I did not know that. Huh. I don't remember there being a map before. Oh.
I'll have a look.
Oh.
Maybe this is limestone, 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 silica and limestone. Quartz and limestone.
Yeah, the next milestone wants 200 concrete. So yeah,
Okay.
making a thing to make it is probably going to be essential.
Yeah. Let's see, how much space do you want next to this one? Where are you now?
I'm just next to the base. I'm just gathering more leaves to make more fuel.
Trying to figure out how much space you need here.
I'm going back.
If I
I am. You're a little liar.
turn this one over here.
Is he lying again?
He says he's got no food.
You got salmon earlier.
There's salmon in his dish. And then he started eating biscuits.
Salmon.
He loves his salmon.
He does.
From the few sashes we give him these days, he usually wolfs down with no question.
Used to be ocean fish.
Oh, I can see a bean, but I'm assuming I'm about to crash or disconnect or whatever you want to call it.
Does it feel like you've got further than before at least?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I'm out.
Quiet.
Just don't think if there's anything else.
I need to check something, Nikoli. I do because I'm starving.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, never let it be said that we give up easy on these things.
How long has this server been? Hang on, let me check the uptime of your server.
God damn it.
It's been almost 2.5 hours. I'm still working on this bloody thing.
Were you doing delicious?
Yeah, sure. Just, if you want, just let me know and tell me what you want.
Zekino's closed, so.
Right. Hopefully this is all in alphabetical order. Where are you? Satisfactory. What was the other thing? Factory game or something? Had like a second name. Windows 64. Shipping. Okay.
What are you saying, cat? What are you saying, kitten?
It's the exact instructions that I need to follow to make this game work. But unfortunately, I can't understand cat.
It's simple, human. Just do this.
I wouldn't hold it
Just
against him.
envisioning the cat from Stray now giving Tom directions about changing the settings for the router.
There's a thing here. A year ago, I tried playing multiplayer with a friend the other night and it didn't work. He's previously been able to play multiplayer. My session was set to allow friends. I tried inviting him, he tried inviting me, it never worked. My game says NAT TBD, which I understand is a non-starter for multiplayer. How can I fix this? I'm on Windows 10, I've logged into my router, and UPnP is enabled. There is no NAT setting to be found. Same here, bud. Windows Defender Firewall trusts Satisfactory, both public and private. A web article. Oh Christ. I have done all of these. Configuration file method. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done all of those. That's no help at all. Edge traversal. Alright. Properties. Advanced. Block. Allow edge traversal. Sure. Is that gonna work? Is that not gonna work? Who fucking knows?
What? Oh. I forgot to pick up the cable and the thing for it. Just the wrong way around, it's the wrong way around. Fuck's sake. Hello, kitten.
Why is my screen flashing?
Do my
Lightning.
What are you trying to do, Cal? He's going that way. Okay.
Oh no, it's because I was in the deconstructor mode.
Ah! That'll do it. Alright. Okay, so we do these, we get more weird shit. We have these things, we should be able to put them in there now. Right.
Alright.
Right.
Is that gonna work? Let's reboot the game again. I'm giving up if this doesn't work, incidentally.
That's
I mean, I'll try another time, but like,
No, it's totally fine, man.
I've had enough for today if
Yeah,
this doesn't work.
that's 2.5 hours is more than enough to be flailing at something before it's.
Like, I tried. Don't get me wrong, I tried. But ugh.
Yeah.
Don't have that one. We do have that one.
New
do have this
recipe
one.
unlocked.
We don't have that one yet. We do have this one.
New object added to the object scanner.
We don't have Pilburys yet, we do have those.
New research available in the MAM.
And the MAM. We are just missing. Oh no, we can do some of these. Oh no, we're still just missing the bioorganic one. Don't have any stingers.
Recipe concrete. It's power. Where is the next pylon?
What does object scanner actually do, Tom? I don't think I've ever
It
used it.
finds things like slugs and bacon and berries and stuff.
Oh right, okay. Maybe I should get one then.
How many storage containers? I guess we just need for one
just
for
the
any...
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put that one about. Yeah, anywhere about here, as long as we can get round to this. Yeah, just put it.
Oh,
Just put it. Yeah, just put it about here. Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
here?
there's fine. Yeah, just put it there and then connect it up. So we can basically, if we need to grab materials, we can just come out and grab cables and wire, or this one will be concrete.
Yep.
This is the research thing, by the way, Zeph. This thing here. So occasionally I'll ask for weird things to find to make research. What do I need for things? Some screws. Okay, I can do that. Slugs are just used for overclocking, right? Do they have any other use?
Yes. I mean they're of use for overclocking.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think so.
Alright, cool.
First concrete delivery coming in. I'll
Awesome.
put a couple of merger and splitters in between so we can eventually build it out if we need to.
Cool.
We can just hook it up, and I made sure there was enough space between the...
Awesome. Well, we need 200 concrete for the next one. I do need to start building some more. The other iron one really needs an iron plate one made, because iron plates are gonna be a thing that we really need tons of soon.
Oh, I think we run out of power again.
They shouldn't have done the biofuel. Oh, we might be using too much power.
Yeah,
If it's gone
we
down.
have
Yeah, it's
one,
gone
two.
down.
How many casters do we have by now?
I will build another biofuel burner. I don't have enough.
Should
I don't have
actually-
enough rods on me. 1 second.
I'm gonna put my inventory away in case I'm jumping onto a thing again.
That's fine. Hang on. Biomass burner. Yeah, I have everything else to make one. Let's turn it around a little bit. Sit it there. And we'll just connect it to our grid.
Just put an extra pole down so we can eventually build out if
Oh, we can't put one onto that one because that one's already got full things, so I guess it's going to be this one. There we go. This one's added, so if I
Oh,
go
it's
into
evening. That's
here,
nice.
and I
Oh, I
go-
managed to look at the floor before I was disconnected. I mean, I'm assuming you're about to disconnect. Ah,
Were you in for like a split second then?
The compass came up and all.
Oh man. Compass came up
I
for
got-
him and everything, and then he crashed back out again.
For fuck's sake. Alright, I give up. Alright, see you guys. I gotta go
That's
and
totally
cry
fine,
into a
man.
pillow.
Totally fine. I will see you Sunday. Hopefully we can work something out off stream. Try and get this fixed.
I'm gonna cry into a
Just say
pillow.
one last thing to him. Does single player work for you at the moment?
Yeah, I tried it earlier. Well, I only tried it once earlier, but I can try it again.
Try it again. Just make sure that it's not the game that's crashing you out rather than the.
It's not, because it was working earlier. I did a bit of a wander and picked up some nuts that was next to it, but
Right. Okay.
let's do it just one more time, just in case, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got we've got anytime you find leaves or wood now, Zeph, if you turn it into biomass, you
Yeah.
just do that at craft bench. That means it'll burn slightly longer. What do these do? Used for medical purpose. What does it do? Yeah, it's to do with him not being able to connect. If I do escape, see this bit at the bottom that says host nat TBD. Zeph's having no problem connecting, but Tom is just not letting him connect at all. We're not really sure what the hell's going on with it.
It's like, I connect for, I don't know, I think the longest was that last time just then, and that was for almost a full second of admittedly only about 4 different frames of game. But, you know, the first frame I could see the desert and the trees and the rocks, and then the second frame things looked a bit sort of more orangey, like it was in evening time. And then the third frame, I must have moved the mouse because I was looking at the sandy floor. And then the fourth frame, I got a glimpse of my compass at the top and a couple of other bits of the UI, and then I was out. That was over the course of about a second. Most of them have been shorter than that, but you know. Okay, I'm in single player.
What?
The UI's loaded in. I can run. I can jump.
This multi-layered stuff is hilarious, Zeph.
Picking
Yeah,
up leaves.
So there's like
okay.
one going in, going out immediately. So if we need to, we can literally have
Yeah.
like one coming out here,
Yeah.
and if we're using all 5 of them, one would be continuing up, and then we
Alright.
can split the top one into 2 others as well if you needed to.
Cool.
All right, I'm out.
Alright,
I'll
Tom.
see you guys soon, eh?
Catch you later, man. Hopefully we see you
Bye.
properly in game future.
Yeah, I'm sure. See you a bit.
See you later, man.
So yeah, I think the normal concrete will be the ones that we're gonna use the most, so that's why it's on the bottom splitter.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Otherwise it will be split, and then on the top it will be split towards the concrete. Now it gets split into the concrete immediately if needed.
Yeah. I need to make a miner, I need to make a smelter, I need to make a constructor. And a... Actually, I could just do a store. I could just do a merger and just do it with over there. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just do that. That'll probably be easier. Just do everything down here and just have it merged before it goes into the... Actually, that's a bit close. No, I'll just, instead of building a merge, I'll just build a storage box. Right, what do I need? Concrete. Concrete. Reinforced iron plates. Those fucking reinforced iron fucking plates. I need to grab a portable miner from our box as well. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Just needs... What, you shy? Just shy screws. Just 2? Yeah, just 2.
Concrete, iron plates, and iron rods. Oh, you're making the one for the plates.
I'm making enough to place here. Just because we've got this other iron one here, we might as well use it. Miner. Rotate.
I'm actually wondering what happens when you zap those big ones.
The big walker guys, they just run away. What is it? Are you sad that Tom wasn't part of the game as well? I know, it was bad, wasn't it?
I'm sad, Father.
He's very sad. Smelter. And then constructor. Constructor needs cable. Why didn't it tell me it needed cable? Or why did I not see it needed cable? And then just a storage box. Just the end here. Oh, needs 5, I only have 2. Some more iron plates. Nope, not that. You need to be told you're making iron. You need to be told you're making iron ingots. You need to be told you're making iron plates. And you're just a box. Okay. Power pole could just sit there. I'll put one in the middle there just for connecting. You're already fully connected.
I mean, you can take a pole out and then rewire it just slightly.
Yeah, but it's fine. I've just got one over. Just sort of brought one back over the top of it, just so it can have it all connected. Oh, I don't have any cables left. Cable box, cable box. There we go. Hello, kitten. How are you doing, Mr. Coldfeet? Right, alright, so that's making plates. Yeah, there we go. So we've got one making plates, one making rods, one making the all the copper stuff, and one making all the concrete. That should do us for a good start up. Only problem is we need to make sure we have a bit more biomass available, because that's going to run dry quite quickly.
Actually wondering how can you actually... Oh, you cannot even change the splitters and such.
But you can spin them round, but you can't change which goes where.
With the amount.
All right, no, you can't.
It's
you
always
can't
a
choose that,
50-50. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a full proper split. But yeah, that's why the merger ones are kind of useful, but equally quite annoying if you've got one that goes really fast, because the really fast one will always get slowed down by the other one. What is this? Yeah. I don't recognise this. I don't recognise this ore.
Gold?
Sam.
I think it's...
No, it's gone now, but it was a single one, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I was looking...
I'd never seen that one before. Hey Cassie. Hope you're feeling a little bit better.
How do we actually get get wood, by the way?
Wood you find in like forest areas. You sometimes see like wooden roots on the ground.
Oh,
I don't think we can cut down trees themselves, or if we can, it's much later in the game than I ever got to. So, but the fastest way to get biofuel at the moment is just to run over to a sort of high foliage area, grab a fuck ton of leaves, and then just turn them all into biomass. Because even, I think one stack of 400 leaves makes a stack of 200 biomass, which does have one of our burners quite a while. Not long enough that I'd be happy to leave it, if you know what I mean, but long enough that we can not worry about it immediately for a while.
Yeah.
No AJ tonight.
No AJ tonight? Okay, that's fine. I thought we were wondering if he would have an AJ tonight because he's got the bad driver.
I was gonna say.
Everyone say a silent prayer for AJ. He's stuck with a bad driver tonight.
Hey, he's not home yet.
He's not home yet, and he's supposed to finish at 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's it's the one that always has to make him work late and have to move more than he wants to and stuff. So yeah, it's never a good day when AJ has the bad driver.
We could actually. Let me check. I think we're getting close to the amount we need
I mean,
for the upgrade.
We've asked him before why he doesn't complain about him, because he says everyone else complains about him and won't work with him. I'm like, well, why don't you do the same? And he's like, it won't make a difference. Sorry, Zeph, what were you saying? I missed that there.
We only need like half a stack of concrete again. I think. Depends how much we have here.
Yeah,
oh, we can actually upgrade already.
Cool. Check the upgrade then. That should get us the next proper upgrade. And then we should get another bunch of little upgrades we can check.
It says launch pod.
Yep, launch
Click
pod.
that button.
Yep, hit the better button.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Oh, and then it says pod launch until it's back. Then you actually know.
Yeah, then once it's back, we'll get another bunch of offers of what we want to upgrade next.
So we got iron rods over here. We got iron plates over here.
Yeah, as I said, this is all just like placeholding stuff. I'm sure when we eventually do get Tom in game, he'll probably spend ages muttering at me and tidying things up. But until then, at least it's all kind of relatively close to us all, so we know, you know, what we have.
At least you get full refund for.
Yeah, that's why it's like placeholdering. 'Cause as I said, I'm sure Tom will tidy everything up and mutter at me a lot.
Why have you done it this way?
Why have you done it this way? Didn't I say tidy? Didn't I say square? What's square about this? It's clearly round.
I've learned to just go. Your thing. Staying out of it.
I'm just indifferent to it. I'm just like, I just make the thing that works, and I'm just happy that it works. And it doesn't actually, isn't broken. As long as it works, it's fine by me. Whereas I'm not the tidiest person.
Where was this? What was the thing called again?
What thing?
The space elevator.
Oh, you need to
Is
build
it like
that.
a building? Oh my!
It's fucking massive, yeah.
And it's fucking massive lot of materials. Okay, no.
Yep.
What's the MAM thing actually for?
The MAM thing,
have
we've
it
got
here.
one here. We've got one here. It's
Yeah, I
basically
see
just
it.
a research. So, our next options are part assembly, which would get us an assembler, which is one that takes two things to make one part, which is kind of good for making like screws and stuff like that. You can just get one going on each side. Smart plating rotors and things like that. Obstacle clearing. Oh, we get a chainsaw. That would help us clear flora. Yeah, and solid biofuel. I'd probably say that one then. Jump pads are irrelevant. I'm trying to remember what the
but-
awesome shop is.
What's solid?
Oh,
Isn't
the
the
awesome
chainsaw?
shop. The awesome shop is the one.
Backpack and stuff.
No, the awesome shop is the one that you put all the stuff that you've got excess in, and it gives you tokens for it. It is useful, but it's probably not what we need right now.
It's not useful when you're still working on the job.
Yeah, so I would say this one, because this one gets us the chainsaw and the better biofuel.
Yeah.
The awesome shop's only really useful if you've got like a high abundance of shit just lying around. But apart from that, it's not great.
Which you'll get eventually.
Right, what do we need? 500 screws. Can I make 500 screws? I can make 492 screws, that's nearly 500. If I make those, then we can pretty much just hand this in. Can you hand the cable and the concrete in, please, Zeph?
Cable and concrete, yes. Into
Just into the milestone.
we need to put
And
more
if you
concrete.
can make an additional like 10 or 12 screws, that would be ideal, because I'm like gonna be like 12 off when I'm done.
We need to grab some iron rods for that.
Well, yeah, once we get this, we can get the decent fuel, and then that'll hopefully mean we can relax a little. I say a little. It's still going to take a while to get the damn stuff, but it's a lot better than we can just whap up a machine to turn plain biomass into it.
Only that you could literally make a conveyor belt, chopping down trees and then shoving them into something that creates biomass, and then
I mean, you can chop down if you can get the chainsaw, you can cut down trees and put them into a storage box that'll take them through a crafter, and that will
yeah, but I meant like more or less like try to automate it as much as possible, but the biomass burners don't have
yeah, you need to watch it
Reached.
yourself.
Biofuel
that one's
will ensure
gone.
maximum
Fantastic,
efficiency
okay.
of biomass burners.
So we
To aid
should.
in
Oh, really?
biofuel production, you are now capable
Nice.
of
We can
removing
now make a
foliage that
chainsaw.
consists primarily of wood. Additionally,
Reinforced
R&D
plates, iron
inflated your
rods,
pocket dimensions.
screws, and cables, so that should be doable. Alright, and once that's done, just check. Solid biofuel, we can make 44 of that. Now what I'll do is I'll swap some of this for the biomass in the thing, because it'll burn a lot better. But yeah, the making the biofuel is sometimes one thing you want to get a thing to make it, because it takes quite a long time to make the damn stuff.
But once it's going,
Yeah. Right, okay, let me just... I want to split the stack to stacks of 10, please. Where's that go? Oh, just put all my stuff in there. Okay, well.
quickly gonna check what's up that bridge, and then I'm gonna be heading off.
That's fine, man.
So-
I'm just gonna make this biofuel.
Is there a way up there quickly though, is the question.
To make enough of this, that's probably enough there. Just to go throw in this thing.
Eventually we will be able to make the route for the concrete shorter, for the limestone.
Yeah,
Just make a vertical one.
yeah. I mean,
Doesn't.
at the moment it's just sort of going to be ticking over to where we are, so it's not as if it's needing
True.
much, if you know what I mean. It's kind of, a lot of this game is, especially the early game, is just you need to set stuff up to deliver it to you, and then you just let it tick while you're doing everything else. And then hopefully when you need like you need iron plates, you need iron rods, you need wire, you need cables, you need most of the game, they just all pop up when you need them, if you know what I mean. I might just build a quick box-to-box converter to turn biomass into biofuel, because it's going to take me ages to do this otherwise. Let's just do that over here. Be truly lazy. I want 2 of those. I want 1 of those. What do I need for that? Iron plates. Iron rods. Cable. Just put it that way. Just cause.
Hang on.
Hmm?
I'm seeing something over here as well.
Is it the like a sort of crash site?
No. Hang on.
Because there was a crash site earlier that I meant to go back to, but I didn't have a battery, so I was like, oh, I'll get it later.
Another iron ore vein here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I'm quite low on health now. Oh. Oh, I died.
Oh well. Do you know what happens when you die yet?
Box apparently.
Yep. Basically, your loot just drops on the ground. As long as you go back to it before you log out, you can get your stuff back. And it doesn't matter how many times you die, you can leave literally like 20 bags of stuff just lying around.
We've been there.
Yeah. I tested it earlier to make sure, and I died 7 times to see if it would still let me have my stuff, and it would still let me run back and get all 7 on the map if I wanted.
Next week we'll tell you the story about the hole.
Oh, the hole.
The hole.
The hole.
Don't forget about the hole.
How could you ever forget about the hole?
Fun with the hole.
Let's put this one here. And put one here. Because I'm going to need to run one from cable from back at you.
Oh yeah, up here there's another iron ore vein, but I presume they are infinite, right?
The iron vein, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's a 4 already. Fuck.
Oh, what's this?
Let's
Oh,
put-
for the biomass. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it so I can just chuck the biomass on one side and then it's next to the thing for when we need it.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, it turns the cheap biomass into the really good stuff. And then that's right next to this one, so we can just chuck them in when we need them, when we find them.
Is it also the berry nuts?
I don't know if you can make berry nuts into biofuel. I'm not 100% sure. Berry nuts.
Oh, this is
Berry
the
nuts are
actually.
just for health, really, aren't they?
Yeah, just keep them for eating. Hang on, are they not the ones to tame your doggo? What's they called again?
Berry nut.
Lizard doggo.
That's a doggo.
Oh, it's pillberry.
Oh, have you changed it to? Okay.
Keep pillberries.
You need to, when you're choosing the thing, you need to keep it on one thing. So it's gonna have to be that to deal with those leaves for some reason that were in there.
Yeah, I put leaves in because I thought it was. But so you would need another one to make.
Yeah, you can make another one before it to turn leaves into biomass.
Nah. Maybe eventually when we have the wood one, we.
Yeah, I mean leaves can go relatively well into biomass. I mean, you could have one just before it just makes anything into biomass, which is useful. Actually, I might just quickly do that as well then. What do I need? I need a one of you and a one of you. Just need another couple of them. Make another one of them. And then we'll just whap this on this side. And whap this behind it. And just connect it all with these. That's too close. Do. Right, let me just set this one to create biomass from leaves. And we connect, can we connect you? Yep, we can because we've only got 2 power, good. Get you over. Alright. Right, now if you have any leaves, you put them in this end box here. It'll take them and convert them into biomass. So yeah, leaves into biomass, into this box, then biomass from this box into the good stuff.
I mean, you could have made one box and then put everything in it with a splitter.
I could have done, but it's probably easier this way around because then at least we can say, well, the leaves go in the end box, and if we want anything else, like the wood one for example, we could just put a splitter here in future.
Oh yeah,
So yeah,
Sure.
for the moment we've got loads of leaves, they can just go in and all get blitzed.
I am going to be logging off today.
Alright, no problems, Zeph. I will just check if I'm actually going to quickly empty my bags into this box here.
Have a good night.
Alright, Zeph, take care, man. And
I'll see
we'll
you Tuesday.
catch you Tuesday. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Alright, folks. Well, I'm going to just take a quick 2 minutes just to put anything that I can sort back into the boxes back into boxes, and then I will probably also wind up for the evening. Let's just see, is there anything else I can go back into the box? That can go in the other box. That can go somewhere else. That can stay there. They all can stay there because they're not needed. That's fine. Right. So this box has that. And that. This box has him. This box all the way over here has them. And we just need the concrete box. Oh, power's going down again. Nine remaining, 7 remaining. Let's put the pile again. Top them both up. I don't think iron ingots we have anywhere really for. Maybe I could put them in this one. Yeah, I could just chuck them in there. It gets them out of the way. I don't think limestone is close enough to us to do anything with it. And I don't think these have any space for more copper, do they? No, they're topped up relatively fast. So it looks like it's also topped up relatively fast, yeah. Are you topped up fast as well, friend? Yeah, you are. I can probably put that in when you drop down one, though. There you go. Right, so yes, I'm just going to put the last of this copper in that box in the base, and then that will do us for today. Just check I still have my stabby stick on me. I do. Right. So yeah, that's first episode of Satisfactory. Hopefully next time we can get Tom in. I'm not really sure what's happened with it or why he's having the problems. I'm hoping it's something we can fix, because I would like him in on this series, because it's kind of fun to continue the. It's a fun little game to play, and it's the kind of thing I think I'd probably enjoy to play with Tom and Zeph. So hopefully we can get him in next week. Oh, we finally ran out of biomass in this. Well, that's at least something. Means we got a good. I got over 200 biofuel. We should be fine for next time. All right. Well. So until next time, we will catch you all. We're not doing another late night stream tonight because there's no AJ and Cassie needs to rest as well, and also I'm just tired as well, so I'm probably going to have the night off. Our next streams are tomorrow. We're doing a Halloween one-shot, 7:30 UK time. It will feature Mr. AJ and a bunch of other folk from UK podcasts, I believe. So that's a Halloween one-shot tomorrow night, 7:30. Sunday will be Dark Tide at 2:30. That's another RPG game. It will be our Dragon Age world game. Hopefully everyone will be ready for this week. Monday, Mr. Greg's back, so you get 3 days of RPG in a row because he's back with us for Last and Tales on Monday. Then Tuesday is Bar Trauma with myself, Tom, Zeph and Meow. After that I'll be doing more indie horror. Then Wednesday should be Neo 2. Thursday should be another RPG recording. I don't know if it's live, I don't know if it's recorded. It is not the Halloween, it's something else.
It's recorded.
It's recorded? Alright, okay, well, I'll be a late night stream Thursday with indie horror then, once the RPG is done. And then next Friday, hopefully more of this. So yeah, that's our next week of absolute carnage. So I wish you all the best, folks. Hope we have a fantastic weekend. Let me just see if anyone else we know is on that we can roll and share the love onto. Let's see, who do we know that's on? Hatter's on. Yeah. Let's. Do we go to Bunny or do we go to Haddo?
I think it's been a while since we've rated Bunny.
That's been a while since we rated Bunny. Yeah, let's see what he's playing. Just waiting for the advert to finish so I can see what he's playing. But we're probably going to be able to Bunny. Bunny is an awesome dude. He is a fellow metalhead. He's also very open about his mental health, and he's just generally a very chill guy. So yeah, we will roll over and see Bunny then. So yeah, I wish you all the best of weekends, folks. Hope you all have a fantastic time. I will